Callous. And this some real. This is some real, man. A little insight on my mindset, man. Ever since the case, know what happened to me. I'm seeing visions, constantly I'm seeing visions. Nightmares on my sleep, so much got my soul filled with tension. Seeing visions reminding so much of visions. So thankful for every ounce of breath that God has given. Seeing visions, constantly I'm seeing visions. Nightmares on my sleep, so much got my soul filled with tension. Seeing visions reminding so much of visions. So thankful for every ounce of breath that God has given. Blessed to wake another day, I see my hands and I pray. I thank the Lord gave him a chance to see another day. Sometimes I feel abnormal, sometimes I think I'm tripping. Question what's the connection to physical that I'm living. If only overstood images haunts me in my mind. Flashing my eyes, see my shell lie on the curbside. Waking from cold sweats, growing weary tears in my eyes. I wouldn't want to be me if I was on the outside. Walking life in secrets, deciding shit light on my darkness. Hatred in the horizon, got niggas that wanna off me. Still traumatized from the reality of what happened. PTSD fucks with me, I'm feeling out of body. I didn't ask for the disease that the street presented. Welcome now to my hurt, my scorns, my eternal living. Mad at others saying you went through something was more fearing. Lost my grandma, same year in the same sequence. Damn. See, I just want to get a little bit of what's going on in my mind a little bit, y'all. It's like once I lost my grandma, man, it changed me a lot mentally, physically. And once I got shot, it did a lot to me too, man. Listen, I'm seeing visions, constantly I'm seeing visions. Nightmares on my sleep, so much got my soul filled with tension. Seeing visions reminding so much of visions. So thankful for every ounce of breath that God is giving. Seeing visions, constantly I'm seeing visions. Nightmares on my sleep, so much got my soul filled with tension. Seeing visions reminding so much of vision. So thankful for every ounce of breath that God is giving. Makes me severely paranoid, this here beating my soul. From the hottest summer, survival winters, freezing cold. A gravity pull so strong they trying to force me home. In situations focus attention to my need and hope. Let the beauty of my words touch just marinate. Put your mind in a higher, my life just levitate. I speak nothing but truth in the song here before your ears. Blood points on my veins, my soul, my music, I hope you feel. Wishing what I've been doing at times as life become passive. In the nearest church synagogue, think I need a pastor. Tell me I'll be okay, success is near that I would make it. More than one attempt in my spirit, thought I met my maker. Do this for my mother, my father, and all of my siblings. It's for my aunts, uncles, cousins, for my whole family. Let me extend my hand, place my shoes, can you keep up? Not easy as you thought, it's heavy, or you giving up? Never. Yeah, just had to get more insight. Keep your minds high. Never give up on nothing. Very strong, almighty. Very spiritually attuned, developing. Growing in mind and spirit. Mind, body, and soul.
Yo, you already know what it is, man. This Fred with M3S3 Men Make Moves, Sucker Stand Still, man. I want to give a shout out to Burrow Boy Apparel, man. Check this out. Send me some fly stuff right here. We're going to be talking about it on the podcast today. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. The podcast is on YouTube, M3S3 TV. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all check my guy out, man. It's good quality, too. Fire quality. Fire stuff. He sent up some more merch too, so we're gonna be showing that on the show and all that. Salute. Y'all make sure y'all rock out with my guy. You already know what it is.
It's the people's choice. Y'all know the voice. Talk to me, because I talk back. Mike Too Real, the co-host of I Say That to Say This podcast. And I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Burrow Boy Apparel. Make sure y'all go to their website, get your shirts and merch like this, and follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content. We out.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the All American Sports Show. I'm your host, Burrow Boy, aka Sean Atkinson. What's going on out there? I got my co-host with me tonight, Maurice Gunner Ground. What's good, Reese?
All right, you know how it goes. Easy does it. How about yourself?
You know, man, same old soup, just reheated, man. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, you know what I'm saying, the show is sponsored by Burrable Apparel. This is burrableapparel.net. You guys go out there and get you some Burrable Apparel, all right? And special shout out to M3S3 Apparel. We appreciate all the love you guys been showing. And you know what I'm saying? Also, guys, go out there and support Shot Money and the Shot Money team, man. He's doing big things down there in Goldsboro. And for all your party needs and events, Designs on a Dime, check them out on Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll take care of all that for you. They're very good at what they do. And of course, you know what I'm saying, you want to support the show for better content, you know what I'm saying, viewership, man. We got the Cash App going at the bottom of the screen. But yeah, man, hey, it has been a great year, man. And I want to thank all you guys for tuning in again for another special show tonight. We're going to have men of influence and women of influence, man. We're very honored to have them coming on to the show. This is a powerful organization that's making some big noise in the communities in Colorado and around the globe, and we want to definitely give them their flowers for that. But just a recap of last week, man. We had a show in space, but we had Michael Stewart on, and Michael gave us some good insight of his life and what he was going through, man. And we want to thank him for that, for being so transparent on the show. I really want to thank him for that.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yeah, man, Mike is a remarkable man. He's an artist, and also not only that, Mike has founded a company that helps students with stories like himself be inspired to tell their stories through being authors, through writing stories, and we appreciate them for that, man. We really do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So look, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's bring our guests on to the show tonight. Let's see, Miss Fraser. I did send Miss Fraser a link, Jen. So I'll try to get to that again. But yeah, without further ado, let's bring our guys on tonight, man, and I'll give them a formal introduction. So without further ado, let's bring on the men of influence and women of impact, you guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the All American Sports Show, Men of Influence.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Men of influence, women of impact. What's going on, bro? How you guys doing?
Oh man, everything is good. What's
Doing
good?
good.
What's not?
Doing great, doing great. Hey, uh, Tiffany, is that Tiffany D?
Tiffany D.
Yeah,
There,
that's me.
there
Hi
you go.
guys.
Okay, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I was gonna
All
say, let me
right.
introduce you guys. So you got Tiffany D here at the bottom of the screen of Women of Impact, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got Jennifer Smith down at the lower bottom screen. You know what I'm saying? She's also with Women of Impact. At the top, we got DeAndre Smith. He's with the Men of Influence. And then we have my man here, let's say G,
Yeah, G, Jamon G.
Jamon G of Men of Influence. We welcome you guys to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
So if you guys don't know, this is the All American Sports Show, and we're all about giving flowers to yesterday's sports stars and also highlighting our youth of today. And also, we like to give back and honor our humanitarians who give work in the community. And you guys are definitely one of those groups that are making big noise and making powerful movements across the globe. And we couldn't sit here and not do our due diligence without giving you guys your praise and definitely know some want to honor and shine light on what you guys are doing. So much love and salute, man.
Thank you.
So you know what I'm saying. With before we get started, I just want to say a few words, man. I want to say that um, we're here to honor a movement from men of influence and women of impact, a family of visionaries, builders, and believers who are shaping the future with purpose and power. These organizations stand as a reminder that true influence is not about position, but about purpose, not about status, but about service. The men and women honored under this banner have chosen to lead by example, to lift others while they climb, and to shine light on places where hope once felt dim. Men of influence, you are protectors and dreamers, the teachers and the mentors who lead with integrity and humility. You carry strength, not in muscle, but in character, reminding the next generation that manhood is defined by responsibility and respect. Women of impact, you are the heartbeat of change, the voice of wisdom, and the pillars of grace. You turn pain into purpose, trails into triumphs, and vision into reality. Through your leadership, you've proven that men and women rise, raise families, and raise communities, rise and nations, and transform together. You all represent what it means to live internationally. Excuse me. You guys represent what it means to live and to Lord have mercy. Um, we all stand to tall in faith to give when it's not convenient and to speak life into those who have forgotten their own worth. So tonight we salute you, not just for what you've done, but who you are. You are proof that influence is not measured by how main people know your name, but by how many lives you touch. You are living testimonies that impact is not about what you gain, but what you give. And we thank you guys for that. You guys forgive me, I got cotton mouth like a mug.
Mhm.
I had to get a little water in me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I want to start this off with the women of impact. Jen, what made you go this route? What made you want to go into this?
So Women in Impact is under MOI, Men of Influence. Men of Influence was created first, and they realized behind every great man is a great woman. And so, with that being said, every time they'd have events and everything, of course, we were always there, help and support. Of course, the Thanksgiving dinner is coming up now, and that's one of the very first events 3 years ago. Is it 4 years ago? It's going
This is
so
our
fast.
fifth one.
For Men of Influence, I would say not fifth.
It's the fifth one.
He's trying to add an extra year. But
This is the
anyway,
fifth annual.
the first one that they did was without Women of Impact. We never um thought there'd be a Women of Impact just yet. We just pretty much was helping out and in the background. So then we became official in the front line a year after that.
Okay.
So the Thanksgiving dinner is when Men Influence first announced all the great things that they were going to be doing in the community. And then the second year we came about, as Women Impact is making great leaders for the forefront for the women. And so, yeah, we pretty much just came behind the MOI and WI just sitting strong still, like you read all those great things. Thank you for that. We're still doing that in the community one day at a time.
That's very powerful, man. It really is. Now, Men of Impact, what
Mm.
gave you guys the motivation to make this happen?
It's a men of influence.
I'm sorry, Men of Influence. Terribly sorry, terribly sorry. But yeah, what gave you guys the motivation to start this, man?
The reason why we end up coming together was there's a lot of murders going on out here. We're not in California or New York, but it was real high for our city. And we have our lake that we grew up at on the south side of town. On the south side, was having a lot of shootings up there, a lot of gang related violence, and so we decided to get the gang members together to sit down at the table to see if we can open up line of communications to prevent gun violence, to stop all this shooting. Because they're gonna end up taking our park anyway if we keep doing it, because they're doing the gentrification and all that type of stuff. And so, to make a long story short on that, it wasn't simple, it wasn't easy, but we ended up getting representation by the third meeting, representation of every gang in Colorado Springs in one room, and we were able to sit down and talk about making peace, or at least making a phone call on the things that we can stop and prevent. And so that's how it ended up starting. And it went from, but we're up underneath the umbrella of One Body ENT. That's the name of our nonprofit organization. And the nonprofit organization has been going on since 2013. And so the Men of Influence was just another installment in the work that we do. So,
Mm, that's deep, bro. That's deep. Now, I wanted to ask you because most guys, most people, when they hear gang members, they want to run. So, what I'm saying, you being from the city and all, um, and you know what it's about. What made you want to step into that dare I say line of fire?
well, the gang members are dangerous, but they're my friends.
That's basically what it is.
Right, right, right.
so so the reality of the situation is I was born and raised on the south side in Colorado Springs in a neighborhood called K-Land.
Okay, man.
And that's like our hood out here. And a lot of the activity and the things that was going on was literally the people that I grew up with. And so it wasn't like I was going into this dangerous situation. These are the same people we've been having barbecues. What I used to say to people is, these are my friends. We used to pee on the same tree together. Spend the night at each other's house. And a lot of us, like my closest friends, my little group, they all joined different gangs. So, and I never joined the gang. And then I had my dad was real influential in the community because he
Right.
used to coach everybody. So when there was teams at the boys club, and all the hard heads was always on his team because nobody wanted them on their team. And so a lot of them respect my dad. So that kind of made things a little bit easier. And then I got people like G right here. This is my OG right here. And he's well respected and has done things for the last 30 years in the community, and everybody basically was just well known. So we just took advantage of that situation, and we have to call our brothers out. And so that's what it was. Go ahead, G.
Yeah, it's about love and respect. I talk to everybody with respect, and it's mutual. And again, we're not scared of these people because we grew up with these people. They are dangerous. I ain't gonna front. These are dangerous brothers, but they know us. They
Right.
know you. They know us. I know they mama and whoever. So, um, yeah, it's mad love. And they say I'm on this side, and that person over there is on that side, and we used to shoot at each other and stuff. So it was a real slow start when we said, "Do you want to sit at the same table or sit in the same room and talk about opening the lines of communication. That was a slow start, but I'm thankful that it actually worked. It sounds crazy, but it actually worked.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, it's it's one hell of a job. I tell you that. With me, just knowing, being in mentorship, uh, at anyone, I will say this: anyone that has embedded themselves into something, it's hard to get them to peel back the layers over time. But we got to go to a small commercial break. We're gonna break to that right quick, and we'll be right back, man. We're talking with the men of influence and the women of impact. I'm gonna get that right, man. Got to get my foot in my mouth. We're gonna be right back after this commercial break.
Mhm.
Kevin Durant has reached agreement on a 2-year, $90 million contract extension with the Houston Rockets. So he now has a total of 3 years and about $145 million on his Rockets deal. His business partner, Rich Kleiman, tells me he also has a player option in 2027, 28. But this sets Durant up to retire in Houston. His deal is, though, $30 million under the max contract of $120 that he was eligible for, significantly less. But he understood when he chose Houston as a preferred trade destination in June that he'd be sacrificing money potentially for the long term in order to partner with the franchise, whether it was going to be a Houston, a San Antonio, a Miami. Ended up being Houston when he was traded from Phoenix. But this now gives the Rockets some team building flexibility moving forward. And Durant does lock in significant money here. And Jay, as a note, he is now the NBA's all-time leading career earners amount. So he's got the highest amount in career earnings in NBA history, surpassing LeBron James.
All right.
We
And we're
going wild.
back. We're back. Welcome back, y'all. We're talking with the men of influence and the women of impact out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Hold up, did we lose somebody here? Yeah, we did. Uh, we lost Tiffany. Oh, there go Jen. Okay, we lost Tiffany.
She's
Okay,
still. Oh,
is she
That's
still up
the
there? We'll probably get her back. If I get her back, I'll get her back up in here. But yeah. So where we left off, man, we was
we
speaking about games.
yeah,
Okay.
we left off on violence interrupting. Let me tell y'all how Sean um how Sean inspired me to be a violence interrupter. So this is 97, 98, our senior year. Nah, junior year. Yep, this is junior year, 96, 97. Sean comes to Colorado Springs from Goldsboro, South Carolina.
North Carolina, North Carolina.
My bad, North Carolina.
That was Greensboro. It's Goldsboro.
Green no, it's Goldsboro.
Yeah,
Oh,
Goldsboro.
Goldsboro, North Carolina. We gonna speed up. Sean ended up getting into it with some of the most serious people out here. So we at the YMCA, and I don't know how it all happened. But one thing I do know is Sean threw the first punch. And almost had the whole gym getting ready to jump on him. And so like it got real serious or whatever. And it just so happened that the person that he got into it with had a lot of power in the city. And he just so happened to be my next door neighbor.
Real talk.
So when the stuff is going on, they getting ready to jump on him or whatever. I'm going in and I'm standing, kind of like in front, like, nah, I can't let y'all gonna have to jump on both of us. Cause he didn't know. It would be different like if he just knew what he was doing. He didn't know, he just was just holding it down by himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how it is when you're in a new place. And so to make a long story short, um I had to go home. We went next door to talk to everybody. Everybody was in the yard, and I had to put on these communication skills to open up lines of communication. so that man, I just have to let him know, man. He's a part of the family, man. We love Sean. We can't. He didn't know. He's not from out here, and it turned out all right. So that's what really gave me the courage to be
Okay.
able to,
That was the introduction to community activism. I got you.
Right, right. The teamwork.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a straight up true story, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to D, you know what I'm saying, my boy Mark Daw, Marcus, man, and Coach Tiny, man. You know what I'm saying? They and Mama Smith too. Love you to death too. I
yeah.
hope you watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a side note, you know what I'm saying? We getting off. I know we getting off of the thing, man. They got me leaking, man. I know we're gonna be done. I know we're gonna be doing this, man. Like I said, this is my brother here, man. But uh, just a little side note, man. Country boy going to as D notice said, man. Country boy coming from small town, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Going to a big state, not knowing anybody. I'm from a hood, you know what I'm saying, down there. And, you know what I'm saying, we handle things a certain way. And so uh I didn't know what lay of the land I was in, you know what I'm saying? But I stepped on a bunch of toes when I got there. Uh it seemed like I was always going in the wrong direction with people, but God always had someone there to steer me in the right direction. As a grown man now, looking back at my past, and see, D man, you done did this shit to me, man.
Man, I love you, man. That's my brother for real.
Um, you know what I'm saying, Mom? Tell y'all a little quick story, man. God knows. So me and my aunt, we got into a little, you know what I'm saying, disagreement, adolescent, growing up. You know what I'm saying, being rebellious. So um, I had no place to go. You know what I'm saying? So she put me out in the street. I had nobody to talk to, and Lord have mercy. Speak of the devil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Aunt Hattie, we talking about the story right now.
That's wild.
But she put me out on my butt as she should, and D family was gracious enough to let me stay with them the summer before I went to college, and I stayed with them in K-Land, and that was my introduction to K-Land, getting me to the culture of K-Land, understanding the community, knowing the people. It was one thing going to school with these guys, but it was another thing going into the actual community and seeing how they function with each other. And then, like I said, the guy that I got into the altercation with, he lived right next door. You know what I'm saying? He lived,
Wow.
you know, one of the biggest heads in the city. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. And I always thank you guys for that. They made sure I was good. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I was down there through my basketball career. You know what I'm saying? Nothing happened to me, man. And I owe I owe D, you know what I'm saying, his family, you know what I'm saying, a lot for that, bro. I really appreciate that. Real talk. That's my brother though, bro.
Yeah,
Man, this boy got
we
me
love
leaking
you.
up, man. Boy got me leaking up here, man. Bro, give me your flowers, bro.
Sean, Sean,
Yeah.
you ate all the food, so when I was trying to come over there, I never could get a plate because of you.
And look, you know what I do remember though. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I hope they ain't got this. I remember they recorded me snoring and I was asleep. You remember that? You remember that? He woke me up. They showed
When
me
I
a
was
video of me snoring, man. Boy, I couldn't believe it. You know what
a
I'm saying?
grizzly bear.
My, my wife can contest to it. You know what I'm saying? She tells me all the time, boy, you snore like crazy.
But y'all probably don't understand what we're talking about. How when he say he was just he was just doing his thing. So what? I forgot the dude's name. I wouldn't say his name on here anyway. But if you want to say it, Sean, you can. So there was one dude that was talking stuff to Sean, and Sean, you know, I don't know what they was thinking about,
Which
but
one? That Mike?
Sean grabbed him and put him on top of the lockers and drug him down the lockers on top of the on top of the lockers. And the dude wasn't like no little dude. Like I'm short. The dude bigger than me. Sean picked him up, put him on top of the lockers, and drug him on top of the lockers. And the funny thing about it is that same dude, when he grew up, he become one of the biggest hitters out here too.
Are you serious?
Wow. Wow.
Yo.
Uh,
I'm glad
Yeah.
you told me, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be going that way sometime soon. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
That's
That's
wild.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
funny.
wow.
Yeah.
That is that. Hey, that's a coincidence, man. Another similar situation like that happened in Goldsboro, and that dude grew up and committed murder of one of. Remember we was talking about Graham Yarborough?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he the one who killed Yarborough. You know what I'm saying? God bless his dead, but
Yeah.
yeah, I used to do him dirty back in the day, and ended up doing my boy in like that. That was crazy. But anyway, man, we getting off nonsense
My
subject, man.
bad. I didn't mean to take it off
Nah, no,
of it.
nah, you good, man. No,
But
I'm here. I'm here. I really want to know what I'm saying. I really want to give you guys an opportunity to let the world know what you guys got going on because it's a very, very special thing. Um, I watched the Juneteenth celebration, and I'm definitely Verbal Apparel is definitely trying to get down now. Definitely trying to get
yeah,
down. But yeah, we watched the Juneteenth celebration, man, and it's amazing that that many people can come together and no incidents,
Right.
no no trouble. And speaking of that, so there was a clip going on that they was these guys, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but the police was trying to uh, give you guys a bad name, right? Could y'all
it
speak
actually
to that?
it wasn't the police force. It was Space Force. It was Space Force was the military. So
Oh,
it was
Space
the
Force. Okay,
yeah, it was the big dogs.
Yep.
okay. Could y'all elaborate on that?
You go ahead and give it to him.
Man, a lot of people be hating on us, but this one was uh, a military group sent out an email to a large number of the military community. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't hear about it. We just kind of heard about it because somebody said, somebody talking about y'all, and they sent the email here, then sent it, to us. But no, they sent out to military families like, please avoid this. This is dangerous. These people are affiliated with gangs, and they was just slandering us left and right. They was slandering everything that we do. And they said we advise people to not attend this thing. And they didn't even call it a Juneteenth festival. They called it a Juneteenth protest. They just all the wording and the verbiage was crazy. They kept saying that we're affiliated with violence and homicides. The opposite of what we actually do. So it was real ugly, and we had to decide what we were going to do and how we were going to respond to that. So we had to be very smart and very strategic about how we respond.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
odd that that's odd that especially from you guys being from the city, that they couldn't do their homework and figure out exactly what was what.
We didn't really know where it came from. But the thing about it, it ended up being a blessing because somebody sent the email to me, and before it can just go out to the news and to the public, we responded to the email line for line. And because of the simple fact that none of it was true, we were able to rebuttal every line that they put on that email. And then the police department, they stepped up and said that that wasn't true. We had city council members. I was calling in to let them know that none of the stuff was true. The mayor called and was like, "Yo, this is not true. You guys are gonna have to do something that different." We had a
Right,
couple of senators that we don't that we're not even really affiliated with like that. They reached out, and so we had a lot of community support, which is rare for a group like ours. Meaning like a black group
I got
being
you.
attacked by the community, and then we did our own press release, and so addressing the situation, and they actually had to retract their statements before it went out into we jumped on it first,
Right,
and so it ended up bringing the community closer together, and then we had it was a lot of things that went on with cuts and stuff and that was going on out here, and we end up having the Juneteenth this year not at the park, but we had it at our Citadel Mall, which had a very negative name to it. And so they were attacking the mall, saying that it's dangerous over there, which they get a lot of bad publicity, and they were and it ended up being a good thing. Once again, it was no violence. Everybody came out, had a good time. Um, the community like really supported, and with the cuts and that we were having, we wasn't able to do what we normally do. But you never would have known because the community literally stepped up, and we put out a post or whatever, went live and was like, "Do you guys want us to do it, or like where we at with it?" And not only did it was a unanimous vote that they wanted the Southern Colorado Juneteenth Festival. They also donated and put money in and helped, and so they helped us raise the money to make sure that we had a 3-day event that didn't have anything to do with the community.
that's bad. That's bad. I'm looking in the chat, man. Looking in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Our female viewers would like to know a little bit more about the women of impact. Um, there she goes, right on time. Uh, Tiffany, Jen, our ladies just hit us up and they said they would like to know a little bit more about the women of impact. Uh, if you're not from Colorado, if someone wanted to be a part of Women of Impact, is that possible? How would they be able to do that?
And so, as
Oh, go ahead,
you
Jay.
want to say it, Tiffany?
It's either or. We're a team.
So, literally, our group is based out of Colorado Springs. We was looking at doing one in Pueblo at one time. Our group is a lot smaller than the Men of Influence because we're a little bit younger, about a year shy of that group. We were thinking about expanding in Texas because we had a WY that actually started the group with us who was based out of Texas. It didn't work out. It was really hard for her to join us with the time difference, and she would come in town and it was hard to get together with her. So we've thought about it. It's been in the makes, in the works. But if it's feasible where the person can actually be a part of the Women Impact out of state, we'll make it work. We don't turn anybody away, but we do have a vetting process where you actually do an interview, um, and we find out how you're making an impact. We don't teach you how to make the impact. You pretty much come in knowing how to do that. So it's a skill. At the same time, it's a trade, something that's in your heart, and you can't just change your mind. It's made up in your heart how you want to do it for the impact. Each lady in the group has something different that they bring. The impact does not always have to be military. It doesn't always have to be a teacher. It's different ways in the community that you bring the impact. So we don't discriminate or anything like that out of state, but just have to make it make sense. Actually have to work. So
What does the organization mean to you, Tiffany?
Oh, I love being WI. Like Jen said in the beginning, we behind every great man is a great woman, and us being able to assist our brothers out here in the community is amazing. It's very empowering. They have a lot of things that they do that I am so proud to be a part of. I definitely appreciate being WI because we have our own sistership. We have our own. dynamic, and like Jen says, everybody brings something different to the table. All of us have our own personalities, all of us have our own strengths, and it does seem to just make for just such a great team thing when it comes to us. So it means a lot to me. It means a lot to be part of my community. I get to be part of my culture in the city. It's really just an amazing thing, and then to just keep seeing all the events we're doing. We have Thanksgiving coming up, like they said, so I'm really excited about that. You know, we do different programs throughout the city. A lot of them are assistant MOI, but then we have our own programs as well. You know, some things that focus on mental health. We do sip and paints and various things throughout the city as WOI. So I'm genuinely proud and humbled to be part of it, to be honest.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Shout out to you guys. That's dope. That's dope. Yo, we're gonna take a small break, man. We'll be right back. You guys, we're talking with the women of impact and men of influence. You're on the All American Sports Show.
Would you know that?
At this time, we're gonna pass the mic to my boy Maurice Gunner Graham. He got some questions he gonna be asking you guys. But first, you're gonna hit the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's on you, Graham.
All right. Hey, so first, from Denisha Davis, she said, "Is there any way this program could go international?"
Yeah, well, actually, as far what Jen said, we'll go anywhere. But one of the things that we did do, we did open up line. We call it open up lines of communication. So we did open up lines of communication in LA. And so we've been going back and forth out there and working with some groups out there that do the same thing that we do or whatever. But naturally, they've been doing it longer. So they kind of took us up underneath their wing. I'm going to tell you an interesting story about opening up lines of communication out of town. So there was this one of a young lady that we know went out there and she was on Figueroa prostituting.
Mm.
And so they actually just got done having an indictment out that way with the people that she ended up getting into it with. So she ended up getting into it with somebody because she lived in Atlanta, went out there to make some money, get into it with some of the factors that's out there. They kidnap her. And so they're gonna ship her off. And what is it called?
Traffic.
Trafficker. They gonna traffic her. She was in good shape. She didn't do drugs, and she was young. So she was prime, prime for the taking. And
Mm.
so, but she was able to get a cell phone and to call out. And so she called out to Colorado Springs and called to one of our guys or whatever, and then they called me. And so I was like, well, if it's in LA, we got to call out there to see if we got anybody out there that can, maybe go get her or whatever, see what's going on. So we call it LA, we call to the jungles or whatever. Big T Capone, brother Kanan. So we called him and I was like, man, I tell him the situation. He was like, oh yeah, that's my section. He was like, I'm gonna hit you back. Long story short, he hits me back, said he he ended up getting her. And so the next so when he gets her, I go tell my wife, And I'm like, hey man, tomorrow I gotta go to LA.
Tomorrow.
And she's like, what you gotta go to LA for? You know, she questioning and stuff. But I just so happened to be on FaceTime with with Big T. And but you can see the lady is there with him, so she's crying and stuff or whatever, and she's telling what's going on. And so but so my wife hears it or whatever, and my wife would have went out there with me because that's what the WOI MOI thing is. You know, like we go in and we do the heavy lifting, and they go in and patch it up. But you know, my kids had she can't do the next day stuff, you know.
Right, right.
And so long story short, we end up going out there or whatever. He got her. We end up going out there, getting her back to Atlanta. But before she get to Atlanta, we're hanging out or whatever. You know, we go get something to eat at this little cafe in Inglewood. And so she's sitting there listening to us talk or whatever. It's me and two other guys. And so she asked us, she was like, I got a question to ask you. And I was like, what's up? She was like, when y'all not saving hoes, what do y'all do? so, so we immediately get offended, like, no, we don't be saving hoes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she
And
did.
so everybody is saying how we don't save hoes and this and that. So now I'm just sitting there and I was like, hold up a minute. I said she was on Figueroa. So
Technically,
but the point of that story is we have open lines of communication in different cities. Um, we have helped and intervened and coached other cities into doing some of the things that we've been doing. The program that we're going to be implementing out here is some of the programming that they do in LA, because that's one of our main places where we go. But like I got cousins in Louisiana that I've talked to about MOI and all this stuff, whatever,
so
you
it
know.
could be international.
And so yeah, it could be international. And we really 4 years in. So we're really fresh and really getting our feet up underneath us and all that. But yeah, so the ideal is to continue to spread, because we say we lead with love and respect and integrity and consistency. And that's one of the main things that we like to do. But yeah, so you know.
Yes, sir. Hey, so the next question she asks is, what do you think it takes to be able to get those guys together without someone getting hurt? I think she's referencing being able to get the gangs together.
It's trust. See, the thing
Mm,
about doing community work when you're dealing with people is building that relationship and building that trust. A lot of people have all of these ideas and they don't take the time to build that relationship, because when you mess it, you have to be known for peace. You have to be known for serving. You have to be known for giving. And before people are able to call on you and to trust you, because a lot of times people don't want to be fighting and arguing and all of that type of stuff if they don't have to, especially when it gets to violence. Most of the time they be relieved that we stepped in and helped out. And that's why it's important for us to have our women, because a lot of the times we're dealing with the people that's doing the shooting, and we're also dealing with the victims at the same time. There's been times where I've been to court with the person that murdered somebody, and I'm consoling the family that was murdered in the courtroom, and the judge is watching me go from side to side,
Right, right.
making sure that people, and my wife has had a lot of different situations like that too. And but like one of the important things of building that trust in the community, and to be able to do that, you really have to be consistent in doing that work. And there was a time where there was another young person. I think the little girl was like 13 years old, and I'll let Jen probably, if she come back on, uh talk a little bit about this. But there was a little girl that ended up getting shot by accident
And
at
trust.
the Citadel Mall. And a long story short on that, she ended up becoming paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh man.
Mm.
And so, us as men, like, what can we do for this woman and her little girls? Because she had more than one kid, and it ranged from like 6 months to 19,
Right.
you know. And so, what happened was, so the men, we went over there, built a ramp,
Wheelchair
a
ramp.
wheelchair ramp, a permanent one in the back, and then
Mm-hmm.
we had got her a ramp for the front that, that's mobile, that you can move.
Yeah.
And the women went in there and took care, did the women stuff, whatever. Jen, talk a little bit about that.
So we did case management basically with her, and she remembered talking to me because I had called her in the hospital when the girl had got shot. Men of Influence that gave us the information, and it was our first case that we dealt with. Well, Women of Impact was only like a month or two old because we came in May, and I think it happened in July, one of those. But anyway, she was in the hospital, and she said, "This is the woman's part of the men of influence," and it was like, "Yeah, but Women of Impact, and we would love to help you. We have women that do everything you probably need to get you where you need to be." I said, "But wait till you get out of the hospital, because right now I'm sure a lot of people are helping you. You probably have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people supporting you with the aftermath. Just call us when you get out of the hospital." And lo and behold, she remembered. She found my number on a piece of paper. She said she kept thinking she heard my voice say aftermath. Somebody can help me. And so she called, and she said, "What can you guys do?" We had a caseworker from DHS who made sure the kids didn't get taken away. Because even though when stuff like this is happening, sometimes DHS don't get, and they just go and just get the kids thinking they're helping. And
Right.
sometimes it could be the opposite. So we had a DHS worker on our team. We had one that does hair, and the little girl wanted her hair down so bad. She wanted her nails. She was a girly girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so we sent somebody to do her nails. One of her kids wanted to do boxing. We had one of the MOIs that was a boxing coach and had a boxing ring at the time. One of the little girls had autism. We got her some services from the resource exchange. So we pretty much just at a WI, pretty much at that time was our first cohort. So it was only 7 of us. So we had to just put everybody on something to do. And we had one that was a nurse at the time, and she didn't like the nurse that was coming from the hospital that they gave. And she went in and started doing overnights with the little girl, developed a relationship with her, and she trusted her, and she became her nurse. And she helped her a lot. And she even helped get some stuff in place to keep her legs from swelling up or getting blisters on them. And just a
Right.
lot of things helping with that case. And a year after we helped her, she came to our Christmas event and got bikes for the
Oh
kids and
wow.
told us, "Thank you. I remember you guys doing so much for," because she had took a step back from us for a while just to get the things in place and got used to all the things she had to do. And we just kept visiting and talking to the little girl every now and again. Then we had the nurse on site helping out, so we knew what was going on. But the main thing is she came back to thank us. And the
Mm-hmm.
sad thing that happened is when she came back to thank us, what was it, 2 days later? A boy was shot at the mall and killed. So
Oh wow.
she literally had said thank you to us and then backed up and said she can't come to the mall, like she couldn't, have anything to do with us because it brought everything back up again from her daughter being shot.
Oh wow.
So it was a lot, but we helped her to the point where she was able to be self sufficient in a in a small way, and that worked out.
Hey, Miss Jean, when it comes to a situation like that, did you guys try to keep that line of communication open like forever, or you allow that individual to dictate, you know, when they reach out, when they don't reach out? How do you guys do that?
We let them dictate because when I saw her at the grocery store a little bit after that, she came and gave me a hug, and she told me, "Everything you've done for me is the reason why where we're at." She ended up being a lawyer and suing them all, and get money. So
Yes,
she
ma'am.
was able to do that. And she said she wanted to bless us. And I told her, "You know what? That money can get funny and run out. I don't think we need that. I mean, we could have benefited from it, but I told her, just keep what you got. We just
Yes,
glad
ma'am.
that you followed through with that. We here for you, mentally if you need us." And her
Mhm.
oldest daughter texts me a lot. She's 23, I think it is now, because it's been about 2 years. She's like 21. And her name is Janiyah, just like my oldest daughter. So we always had a connection. And she'll text me now and again, "My mom's doing okay. Just want to let you know, Miss Jen, we making it. We trying, and she's not as strong as I am. And sometimes your kids can be stronger than you,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know. And she communicated and told me, if it's okay if I text you now and again. I think the last time I talked to her was in April. She texted me.
Okay.
So I'll probably reach out again. But I try to give them their distance because you don't want to be hovering, you
Right.
know?
Yes, ma'am.
Give
Yeah.
them, like Dee said, that trust that everything's going to be okay. So it was a big case for us to start. Like, that was our first case, and it was a lot. We even have a girl who was she was not a lawyer, but like a paralegal. Like, she helped with services. So she actually was the one that gave her the person to find a lawyer. So we help with that too. Like, all the
Okay.
things.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yep. So
The last one from Denisha, she said, big shout out to the ladies. We need more of this.
Yeah.
And D,
Uh-huh.
just so you're aware, the Sean that you got is the same Sean that we got in Goldsboro.
Hey.
So no big deal.
that's good to hear. He ain't changed. Sean ain't changed.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask some questions, right? Of the five pillars that you all have, is there one pillar that's more important than the other?
Let me take that, D.
Go
Are you
ahead.
talking about the pillars like the programs we have?
So you got so your five
You
pillars.
talking about the
You had events, education, empowerment, community engagement, and society reentry. So
okay.
of those five, is there one that you guys think stands out above the others?
I mean, I think it depends on which person you're speaking with based on what
Right.
they believe in. Because I would say community engagement, even though I am in education and I do work at a school, I still believe community is more important. So I think
Okay.
it depends on which, like, if you talk to Tiffany, Jamon, D, you might get a different answer.
And
And
I'm
based on
okay
the
with that,
book.
Miss Jen. That's what I wanted, Miss Jen. I wanted each one of you to elaborate which one you thought was a little, what was more important on your list than the other one.
Okay, I said mine, Tiffany.
Um, Honestly, I think for me, it's about getting us outside. It's about getting us together, making sure that we all understand that we all each have a responsibility. We all have something to do. We all have a job, and we all can just feel like I'm making our community better. So that's sort of like my passion is like making sure that like as adults we all can come together and we understand that we all have our same responsibility. I guess.
Okay.
To me, community engagement is the most important because I think that's the reason why we're able to do so much is because we are, like, when they say, when we in the street, we in them streets. We like literally there, we right there where you can touch us, where you can complain to us, where you can help us, and we'll go anywhere. And so and we go everywhere together. And
Mm,
so the thing is we kind of took that gang mentality and just reversed it for positivity, because that's all that community is
hmm
the difference between a gang member and an organization is a decision. And so if you're doing negative stuff, guess what?
Get negative
You
results.
get negative results. And so to me, interacting with the people and not just talking, but walking the walk and living what you're speaking, I think that's what would help us do the things that we do.
And then community engagement. My little 2 cents is that the community engagement is it is the door that allows us to do the other stuff, like the events and like the even societal reentry when people coming out of prison and stuff. If we didn't have relationships and a certain reputation, then we couldn't do all of the other stuff. I mean, I guess education you can do regardless, but what good is your education if you're not applying it? So I think community engagement is probably number one. I think I thrive more on in that, and also the events, obviously, because events, I just think that people are very visual, and you know what I'm saying, they have to see. I believe in star power, and we bring celebrities out to our events and stuff like that, and that will draw the crowd. But after we get the crowd together, we're going to give them education, we're going to give them
hmm
community engagement, we're going to give them all the other pillars.
Okay. Yes, sir. Hey, so regardless of why the gangs might be having conflict, what is that message that you all want to push to them, regardless of the conflict? What's that message?
Love,
Yep, love.
love. That's it, man. The thing is people take love for granted. And the same way when you gang banging, you in the streets, it don't matter if you're a gang banger or not. When you're a human being and you love hate comes easy. That's that thing that's right at the tip of your brain. That's what'll get you putting somebody on top of a locker and dragging them.
Oh my
but but
Oh,
when you lead with love, that energy, that positive energy, love is the only thing that that conquers all. It's like that light in the darkness. And the thing about it is when you lead with love, you have to be able to match energy also because you don't want
Right.
to be a fool. But the thing is you have to respond to people and treat people and interact with people the way you want to be interacted with. And us wanting to fight and do negative things and having that negative energy, that's like second nature. It's really
Hmm.
first nature. And so what we do, and we've been told this many times, when we take pictures and we out and we're together, we have the most fun, but you wouldn't know that if we ain't smiling.
That's true.
that's
So
true.
when we was first going out and hanging out and going into the community, they was ready to call the police on us. And so after showing that love and letting people know that we're there to protect you, not even really protect you, just our presence would do that as men. It's not the fact that we deal with gang members because everybody in the group ain't gang members. We have pastors, we got COOs, we got a little bit of everything in our groups. And I'm talking about the whole umbrella. But
R&B singers.
you know what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't gonna say
Tony Exum Jr. You mean
it.
saxophone players, Tony Exum Jr.
Yeah,
but we do got a national saxophone artist as a
That,
group.
that's true.
But
That's true.
but the thing is, it's just it really is a lack of men in the community, in all communities. If you go to
Yeah.
church, it's all women. You do education stuff, it's all men. I mean, it's all women. And
Hmm.
the thing about it is, we have men of color in our groups. We have all shapes and sizes and like literally in shades. But the thing about it is there's no men in the community. So anytime you have a group of men doing anything is gonna stand out. So it ain't
Right.
that we're really doing a whole lot of stuff like that. We are, but 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 it is the fact that there are men that's from the community that's stepping up trying to do something, and then the fact that we are men of color, the majority of us, it stands up that much more,
Mhm.
and there's not that much representation for us anywhere. So people would run to us before they run to the other side, because if you see a white man in a beard, you gonna say he's either a pastor or the feds.
Yeah.
right,
And
right,
so
right, right.
and and it's that big disconnect that we have in many of our communities. And so for us to be able to just fill that void and to be that man of color, to be able to touch these babies of colors, and everybody loves it, white, black, Mexican, it don't matter what it is, but a man of color is a powerful presence if it's
Yes,
used
sir.
right.
Yes, sir. Hey, Miss Jen and Miss Tiffany. I think most men would say that women are nurturers, right? How does that woman slash motherly aspect help you all to reach people? Because we got the men of influence. The men are normally gonna be out front, but a lot of times the women are out. They're in the back. But if we're being honest, a lot of time the women is what really make things tick. So how
Yep.
does how,
Yeah.
how does that play for you guys, Miss Jen and Miss Tiffany?
I'm gonna let Tiffany take that, and I'll piggyback on something after she
Yes,
gets
ma'am.
there.
They the tickers.
We do what we're supposed to do, and we do what we're called to do. So I think that already just helps. I think we're a very self-based side of the group. There's a lot of praying, there's a lot of us just trying to understand taking each other so that we can be strong for everybody else. I definitely do. Our men come up with some of the greatest ideas. They're so inventive, they're so smart and intelligent. But yeah, sometimes it does help to have us there to help carry things out a little bit and maybe do a little bit of the execution. And that's cool. That's what we're here for. We came because they were here. So it wasn't WI first, it was MLI first. So for that reason, when we have to execute things, we don't have a problem with it. That's our job to do that. And I think we're seeing out here in the community. I don't think While we play the back, I don't think we've seen as the back. I think we are held up to a certain standard. I do think that people do have a certain respect and certain love for us, and I appreciate it. Within the WI, MOI energy, it's mutual. It's mutual love, it's mutual understanding, it's mutual respect, and that's what makes it easy for us to work together and gentlemen. So, whenever it's just our time, working. They always working, so we always working, and that's what it's supposed to be for me.
No, me.
Let me go ahead and just give a shout out to Moms of Wisdom. We do have a
Man,
third
listen.
branch as well, and they are also just the ones who kind of help keep a lot of us in line a little bit. So shout out to Moms of Wisdom. They are our which is just the moms, so they're a little bit older than us, and they're a little bit more wiser than us. But everybody's needed. We're needed. We knew what our job was when we decided to do WI,
Yeah.
and we are happy to do it. I'm happy every time that we have something to do with them, and we're happy that we have our own programs. And I think that also brings it down with the fact that we do have our own programs. It's not 100% just following somebody. We also have our own thing. So I think the combination of everything just balances it out, and they're like our brothers. It's really just a family thing. It's very familiar.
Okay. Miss Jen?
And just I just want to be just real. I mean, I know Sean was trying to let another WI sister in, Jennifer Frazier, and she wasn't able to make it because she's at the hospital. She's taking a child into her home right now. She literally called me early today. She said, Jen, she said, I got to take custody of my cousin's child because
Mm,
my cousin had a drug in the system when the baby was born. And I said, okay. I'm thinking she's just telling me I'm going to help her. No, I'm just telling you because I ain't going to be able to be on that call at 6. She was worried about the call at 6. I said, that's okay. I said, if you can be on there, I'll get you on there. She's at the hospital trying to get in the call,
yes,
literally.
Right.
And Tiffany, I text her and say, hey, can you hop on this call at 6 o'clock? She at work. Okay, I'm out. That's how we do. We think on our feet. And
yes,
to be a
ma'am.
nurturer, you have to be able to do that. She nurturing, getting a baby, still want to be a part of it. She at work. She got her own son. She got her own stuff. Everybody in WI is busy. Whether we wives, mothers, we doing something, just not the group. Like she's sending me a picture of the baby right now. I'm just telling you that we all have things to do, roles to play, but the main thing is we want to be there for MOI, for One Body and T, because this is something that's in our heart. None of us are getting paid. Jamon been with us since 2013. I mean, when we started the group, and he probably would love to have a salary, but at the same time, he's still here because he knows that this makes sense. He knew it was gonna make sense. I mean, he was the first when D came out to help me with this group, this nonprofit, and he's still sitting here now. He knows the beginning to the end of what we got going on to today from the beginning. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to have that heart. You can change your mind all day. You make up your mind, you can change it.
Hmm.
When your heart's a part of something,
Mm.
you can't shake it as much
Yes,
as you
ma'am.
want to.
You better
And
preach, John.
yeah, the nurturing part. So the main thing is that all of our programs are built off of love, like D keeps saying, because you have to love to do this. There's no way you can flip flop. And if
Right.
you do, it'll show.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
you'll be in and out the door each time. So yeah. So thank you. Yep, that's pretty much what I wanted to
So,
say.
my last question, and I want to hear from each of you. Um, when it's all said and done, how do you guys want men of influence and women of impact to be talked about or looked at when it's all said and done?
I'll go first. Does everybody know? Honestly, man, we can't tell the future, man. What I would hope, though, is that people are saying that we made a difference and changed some lives and saved some lives and all that. But honestly, I think the bigger picture is that I'm hopeful that the next the next wave or the next generation of people will carry it on. And I don't even care if it's the same name or not. It's not really about clout and it's not about getting the credit for anything. It's about people doing this work. Because what I've said recently at another interview with D, is that we're standing on the shoulders of some heroes and some pillars of our own community. And we're not the first human beings to care about our community and to care about our city and to care about our children and our children's futures. So my hope is that somebody will pick up the mantle or grab the baton and continue the work. So we're setting some groundwork. And I think that we are breaking some barriers and making history right now. We're doing things that's never been done in history in Colorado Springs. So not only are we taking what we've learned from the past, but we done added some stuff, man. D has received the key to the city. You know what I'm saying? He did some stuff that I just that's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Um, I kind of think the same way that he think because he's the OG, and I just want to do everything that he do. But I just
Wow.
one thing that I just kind of want to be that I would want. I just want them to remember this work. That's it. Because when Jen said, when I got back, the good Lord had me in the wilderness for about 5 years. and,
Yes, yes.
and, and I learned a lot while I was there, and was able to write up all the stuff that we're doing right now. But one of the things that it did was it embarrassed my family, and my family didn't deserve to go through the things that I put them through during that time. And my wife, which was my high school sweetheart, I knew her since I was 12 years old,
You
was
ain't lying.
one of the people that was by my side. And for what I did to her and my family, I just I want that to never come up again ever. And so when you think about DeAndre Smith, you think about One Body ENT, you think about the Men of Influence and the Women of Impact. And we also have a senior group, 55 and up, called the Moms of Wisdom. And we also have the Youth of Influence. And that's the thing that I would want them to remember, is that there is somebody out there that cared and loved. And most importantly, K-Land represented. And so
That's
so
true.
that's my thing. But I want to clear something up because they keep saying um the WOI in the background. The WI ain't in the background. The WI and MOI do everything together. When we go into these schools, we go in together. We're
Right.
in there. There's not one without the other. When we doing these events, we're together. When we're sitting down, gang members, and resolving situations, guess who's in there with us? In the circle, the women in impact. We can't do nothing without them. And the
Right.
thing about it is, they spend a lot of time telling us how unorganized we are. So I guess we need it.
You're right, right.
So they're doing much better, I have to say. They have. They do want to give them another 5 years. You want to say
Whatever.
the fifth Thanksgiving, but I said four because of the first year
Nah,
was rough.
so I cleared up. So we've been together for 4 years, but you know that first year
It
we
was
did the
rough.
first Thanksgiving dinner. So this is our
Mhm.
actually our fifth annual Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna tell you how the Thanksgiving dinner happened. So when we got together after we had set everybody down and we had representation of every gang in Colorado Springs in one room, these people that we brought into the room were the people that some of the other gang members that showed up in the earlier meetings was saying, nah, I'm not doing this, and let get this person here to say that they willing to do this, then I'm gonna do it. So we did that. So after we had that big meeting, what we call our founding members came to the next meeting, and we were like, man, we got to do more. We got to do. That's how we end up doing the mentoring and the teen nights and all of the different things that we do, is because they said that that's what we needed to do. And so that's when the name came. We didn't come in trying to be the men of influence. And so one of the guys, he was actually a Damu. He was like, well, I don't trust you. I don't trust none of y'all in here. So we're gonna start at this table. And so we're gonna build our relationship. And so we're gonna team build. And so our first team building exercise was a Thanksgiving dinner. A Thanksgiving dinner where we served the food, we cooked the food, we went shopping to buy the food. The homegirl had some food stamps. We got $400 in food stamps. And the Crips and the Bloods and the GDs was at Walmart and
Can
Sam's
you imagine that?
shopping in real life.
Hey, who got to push the shopping cart?
Uh,
Just joke. I'm joking.
I was pushing it. And so, and then the Thanksgiving dinner is where was the first time where we came together to introduce ourselves. as the men of influence. And when I tell you that we had representation from all the community came in, our family and friends came in personally, came in. People that we didn't know, it was like 350 people in there that we fed, and it was super tense. And but it was like a positive tension
Right.
that it was because of the energy that we, that's where I seen that it's our energy that's gonna determine any situation, and so we're gonna control it. But so
The audience, when they saw on the stage, because we had a little stage, it was at a church, and when they saw a big shot caller, Crip, and a Blood, when they saw these brothers dap up and hug on stage, I promise you, some of the mothers and family members and stuff was crying, like in the audience, like y'all are really bringing people together. So again, we call it opening the lines of communication, but we always keep on the forefront of our mind. We got to lead with love. It's not about clout. That's what we have to understand. It's not
Right.
about egos. You got to put your ego aside, and we got to lead with love. So love and respect is what it's about. But yeah, to see red and the blue come together, and many other gangs too,
it
but
was
those are the ones that was
yeah.
big.
And
Yeah.
I was like, that mean you done shooting people? No.
But
My
I don't
bad. Go
know how
ahead,
long.
Jen.
I don't know how long we have, but just real quick, in regards to what I want to see, because we have the youth of influence and we have to push that heavy with our mentorship program and our own kids, is a legacy. We want to
Mm.
leave something. Like D said, when people say DeAndre Smith, one body, we want to leave these youth of influence with, even if they want to change the name, like Jemima was saying, don't have to be the same name, but whatever they do, they can remember what we left, a legacy for them to continue to do the work. We want to see it keep going with them because the youth of influence is our future. People love to say, I believe the children of the future. They like to sing it and talk about it, but we have to walk it out because it really is real. And
Yes,
these
ma'am.
kids are a different breed. And you talk to my 10-year old, I was telling D last night what she was saying. I'm like, this is crazy. She talking like she's 14. I'm like, you are 10. Tiffany is one of her best friends, and Tiffany's a grown woman. Like, what is happening? I'm like, what is going on? Like, it's just a lot. Like trying to keep up. So, what we want to do is make sure we follow, let them follow, have something to follow when we
Ma'am.
leave, because we're not gonna be here forever, and we know that. But at the same time, if we can leave that with them, that we have something to look forward to, and that makes me excited to know when some children want to be a part of the youth influence, or they want to do something with us, or be in the mentorship program, because I know this is what we're leaving. So that legacy is huge.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yep. Tiffany, you want to say? Oh, she's
She's
talking.
saying,
Oh,
Tiffany, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't
not,
hear you,
not
Tiffany.
this time.
Use sign language. I'm joking.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yes.
Yeah.
yep.
All right, look at God. So basically, I think I'm kind of piggybacking off of what you all said about legacy. That's kind of a big thing. Um, we're laying the framework, but I really, really would like to see this continue on. I would really like this example to continue to be set. But not only do I want the example to be set within the youth, I want it to be set within the community. So when they speak about MOI, WOI, one body, all that, it inspires them to do something. It is. I want our name to inspire people to do something for their people, to do something for their community. Um, we're like I keep saying, we're a team about this. So I would love to see it pick up after maybe we not as what's the word, energized, but we're all passionate, so that'll be some years.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
I would really, really like um the name to inspire people. When you think of the name, I want you to think about how you need to be out there doing and how you should be out here making sure that our community is straight, because it's our community. It's a plural thing. It's not one person, it's everybody. So that's what I'm thinking. I want legacy, and I just want us to inspire.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Sean, it's on you. I ain't gonna ask no more questions, man.
Nah, that's no saying. That was great, man. That was saying, even though we went over, I was saying enjoying it, man. I was just actually I was just sitting here thinking, it's something that D said that You know, him and Jen are high school sweethearts, and
Mhm.
I remember, as if you guys don't know, so me and D played on the same basketball team as well. D, you know what I'm saying, was a point guard on our team, and I just remember us going on these away games, and this boy sitting in the back of the sitting in the back of the bus singing that butter butter love. Bro, when I tell you,
Butterlove.
man, when I tell, I'm talking about two G's, doing saying straight to G. I'm talking about like we still
Butterlove.
that boy. I still remember you got the love that I want. Was sitting right in the back.
And it was on tape back then, Sean. It was a
Oh
tape.
my God, boy.
Tape we used to put in.
That is
Oh
funny.
man.
No, man, this has been a great show, man. I just want to say that Jan, D, you know what I'm saying? You guys mean a lot to me. I love you guys to death.
Love you
You
too,
know what I'm
brother.
saying?
Love you too.
Like I said, it's a very surreal moment for me. I'm very proud of what you guys have accomplished and what you're doing and making a very big impact, and not only K-Land, but the world. And that's something that, that won't be ever forgotten by anyone, Um, I'm honored to say that I know this guy. I'm honored to say I know you guys. I'm honored to say I can call this guy my brother. Um, I'm honored to be, I like to say, a part of their love story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I just want to say, man, on behalf of the All American Sports Show and the community of Goldsboro, North Carolina, man, we want to give our hats off to you and say congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate the work that you guys are putting in, and we're here to give love to our peers, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
hey,
Thank you.
D.
Uh,
Hey, thank you for saving his life. All right.
hey man.
Legit. I wasn't afraid of nobody.
Hey man, you got it. He had the heart. He had the heart of a lion. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't let that. Shoot, you know what happened to lions. Yeah, but he was not playing. If we would have
Sean
a little
wasn't
bit,
afraid of nobody.
if we would have had a little bit more time, had a couple more because he used to have us get ready to fight whole basketball teams because he dunking on them.
ain't nothing, ain't nothing changed, D. Nothing changed at all.
I seen him dunking with that Watson jersey on.
Yeah,
I'm a T-Bird.
Yeah,
yeah,
T-Bird. That's
yeah,
what's up,
bro.
bro. That's
Yes,
what's
sir.
up. That's
Yes,
what's up,
sir.
man. I've been in touch with the school, man. I'm actually trying to get my jersey from the school. I was I
Wow.
was All American for Watson, and uh, the guy told me that they made so many changes with District 11 and things that they're doing,
Yeah,
and I thought it was a travesty for the the guys that's come before me. What about their accolades? And that's one of the reasons that we do this show, because for my community, we got a lot of sport guys that are, and you're looking at one right there. He's very humble. Gunnar Graham right there. He was a very special athlete himself.
Wow.
But we got a lot of guys, man, that's have done a lot of things, and they didn't get the accomplishment, the accolade, or the acknowledgments that they should deserve. And so I wanted to do this right here to spread shine a highlight on small local towns, and not just local sports stars of yesterday, of all over. You play, you put out the blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? We want to, highlight you, man, and make sure you're not forgotten. We throw it on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, for a time capsule for the world to see.
Yes, sir.
So,
Nice.
so that's our way of giving back to our community, you know what I'm saying, to highlight now those sports from back in the past, man. And, thus far it's been a great thing, man. And like I said, this is Next week will be our 1 year anniversary of this show, and we'll be going off.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
Congrats.
thank you. We'll be going off the
Congratulations.
air next year, next week, and we'll be back next year. So you guys make sure you tune in for that 1 year anniversary show. Gonna be going Carver Durham special. Basketball coach of mine. But man, this has been great, man. I want to thank you guys so very much for taking the time out, especially with the time difference, you know, sitting down there. You know, saying each and every one of you, you are very special in what you're doing.
Yes,
I thank you guys for thinking of someone other than yourselves to try
absolutely.
to make this a better place for not only you, for my kids, and as well as yours. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out goes to you guys, and we want to just say thank you, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Till next week, I'm your host, Burrow Boy, aka Sean Atkinson. Got my man Maurice on the ground. You with the man of influence, winner of impact. You know what I'm saying? We thank you guys for joining us, man. And we're gonna catch you guys next week. All right.
All right.
Much love to y'all,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank
Peace.
you.
You're welcome.